The excuse I've made for not using off-camera flash is that I want my photos to look natural. But the truth is, I was intimidated on how to set it up. So now that I have the bare basics down, I thought I should share it with you. The flash I've been using is a Godox V860 III. You can mount this directly on your camera, but it's awfully bulky and I don't like the look of the direct flash so much. Instead of putting that big flash on my camera, I decided to use the IT30, which is a mini flash, but it also works as a trigger for other flashes. And you can just slide it right into your hot shoe. And all you have to do is make sure it's set to sender mode. So the first thing you want to do on the flash is use this button to the far right with the 2 lines and get it into receiver mode. And you'll see the screen will turn orange. And then on the menu, you want to scroll down to channel. I have mine set to 21. And then your ID, you can set to whatever. I set mine to 1. And then for my group, I have group B. And then on the transmitter, just make sure on the top right it's set to sender mode. And you just want to make sure that your channel and ID and your group and everything match. So I want to have it on 21 and 1. My trigger happens to be the IT30, which also works as a flash. And I don't want the actual triggering flash to fire, so I'm going to turn that one off. And then when I go ahead and press the shutter on the camera, it'll send the signal wirelessly to the flash and it'll go ahead and fire off the flash. What I love the most about the off-camera flash is it lets you put the flash on a light stand, and then you can add a softbox and angle it at about 45 degrees from your subject and raise it up just above eye level, and it gives you such a nice, soft, subtle light. I like it so much better than the light coming from the on-camera flash. The Godox V860 III already has a built-in receiver, but if you have another flash from Sony, Nikon, or Canon, Godox made this XR receiver that you can attach your other flashes to, and then you can use a Godox trigger to fire off those non-Godox flashes. Godox uses a 2.4G wireless system, and everything syncs together so easily. I was actually surprised on how foolproof it was. One other great feature of this Godox receiver is that you can attach it with a cable to your camera and use it as a shutter release if you have a trigger that has a shutter release function. So it's super handy if you don't want to have camera shake when you're doing a long exposure, or if you want to do a self-portrait. Now my IT30 can't trigger a shutter release, it can just trigger the other flashes, but you can get a Godox trigger like the X3 Pro, and that can release a shutter. And as you can see, it has a really basic interface. And again, you just want to make sure you have your channel ID and group matching your trigger. If you haven't used off-camera flash because you thought it would be too intimidating, if I can figure it out, you can figure it out. I hope you found this little tutorial helpful. I added some photos so you could see the effect of the off-camera flash and the nice subtle light it gives. If you're interested in the Godox XR receiver, I did put an affiliate link in the description below. If you like this video, give it a like, consider subscribing for more photography-related content from a newbie like me. God bless.